Okay, I'm Mary Pendergast. I'm from the Sisters of Mercy, and I do ecology work within the Northeast on behalf of the Sisters of Mercy. I'm also on the planning committee for this event today. Now, Mary Powell is an awesome, educated, experienced, fantabulous leader of Green Mountain. And I have to say that our planning committee, anytime any issue came up, we would say, well, Mary Powell will do that. Mary Powell can take care of that. Let's ask Mary Powell. Well, yesterday morning, Mary Powell sent an email saying that she couldn't get her head off of the pillow. And so she certainly couldn't drive down from Vermont. And so our committee simply exchanged one Mary P for another Mary P. And look what you got. So what I'd like to do now, this afternoon we're going to be having our panel with our now generation and our future generation. And what I'd like to do now is introduce them to you and give you their background so that you'll be ready and you'll know who you want to listen to and what questions you want to ask to whom. So if Kaylee could come up, and Chloe, and Alex, and Chloe. This is our future generation. So first is Kaylee Sperling. Kaylee is a senior at Mercy High in Middletown, Connecticut. She will be attending Duke University in the fall, where she plans to major in environmental science. She is a member of Old Saybrook Conservation Commission. She is co-president of Mercy High Ecology Club, and she has participated in numerous animal and environmentally focused activities. Kaylee Sperling. Next we have Chloe Lurch. Chloe is a junior at Mercy High School in Middletown. She plans to attend the University of Connecticut, where she will strive to attain her future goal of starting a sanctuary to protect marine animals who have been abused in captivity through the shows and poor living conditions. And Chloe currently volunteers at Learned Brook Nature Center in Canton, Connecticut. Chloe Lurch. Next we have Alex Daraya. And Alex is a graduate student at the University of Rhode Island, and she's studying environmental and earth sciences. She is a board member and a litigant for Nature's Trust Rhode Island, who is suing the Department of Environmental Management in the state of Rhode Island for her right to a livable climate. When Chloe was an undergraduate at Providence College, they did not have a major in environmental studies, and she is so passionate about the issues that she created her own major at PC. And then we have Chloe Mowers. Chloe is a junior at the Met High in Providence, Rhode Island. She is a board member, and also she is a litigant in Nature's Trust case against the state of Rhode Island for the right to live. What she says when talking about climate change is very moving. She says it destroys happiness. It destroys the resources which I and everyone else needs. This is my life. This is the life of my future children, and I will not stand for them living in fear. It's going to be wonderful to hear their stories. And then we have the now generation, which includes Marianne Comfort, if she would come up, and our friend Tim DeChristopher, and Darlene Cascat. And so Marianne Comfort, she's a member of the Institute Justice Team for the Sisters of Mercy of the Americas. And she is the Justice Coordinator for the critical concerns of earth, anti-racism, and women. So she's a little busy. We have a wonderful 3-member Justice Committee at the Institute level, and really kudos should go to all of them. But if you've been involved with earth concerns at all, Marianne is your go-to person for inspiration as well as for resources. She works tirelessly so that the Sisters of Mercy associates and our co-workers have the power to react and respond to the needs of the people who are most marginalized in our society. In her role as Justice Coordinator, she also participates in the steering committee at the Catholic Climate Covenant and the Global Catholic Climate Movement. Sorry. Marianne Comfort. And then we have Darlene Cascat, who you met earlier, who grounded our day today. Darlene is from the Schaghticoke Tribal Nation, and she is the Educational Coordinator at the Institute for American Indian Studies. She's active at the Schaghticoke Women's Traditional Council, and she is a member of the Connecticut Storytelling Center and serves on the board of the Connecticut League of Historical Organizations and the Hammonasset Festival Planning Committee. Along with her role as an educator, she is also a storyteller in the traditional Native American manner. She preserves the oral tradition as a means of passing down cultural knowledge and values. Her mission is to connect the stories passed down from generation to generation, especially giving voice to objects found in archaeological studies. Darlene's style of teaching from a Native American's point of view allows children and adults the opportunity to broaden their perspectives for a new understanding of Indigenous people's lives, both in the past and in the present. Her work brings awareness to the impact of stereotypes and myths that have on the perception of other cultures, as well as on the legacies of Native contact with other groups. So Darlene Cascat. And then we have Tim DeChristopher. Tim DeChristopher is the co-founder of the Climate Disobedience Center in Boston, Mass., which exists to support a growing community of climate dissidents. He disrupted the illegitimate Bureau of Land Management oil and gas auction in December of 2008 by posing as a bidder. He's known as Bidder Number 70. And he outbid the oil companies for parcels around the Arches and Canyonlands in the national parks of Utah. For his act of civil disobedience, Tim was sentenced to 2 years in federal prison. His imprisonment earned him an international media presence as an activist and a political prisoner of the United States government. He has used this as a platform to spread the urgency of the climate crisis and the need for bold, confrontational action in order to create a just and healthy world.